Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Glass Seats. This is Viddy.
And my name is Mrinal, and in this episode, we are visiting the mountains of Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Big trade between the Colorado Avalanche and the San Jose Sharks.
Goaltender for goaltender, more or less.
Alexander Georgiev gets traded to the San Jose Sharks by the Colorado Avalanche for Mackenzie Blackwood.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, goalie for goalie. The Sharks also receive forward Nikolai Kovalenko, a conditional fifth in the 2025 draft, and a second in the 2026 draft. The Avalanche also get Giovanni Smith and a fifth in the 2027 draft. So essentially, San Jose ships out their goaltender for a prospect, a couple picks, and a replacement goalie.
Yeah. I think this was it was almost writing on the wall, right? Like, especially with, I think in the beginning of the season, we talked about Colorado needing a new goalie.
Yes.
And right before this trade, they shipped out Justus Annunen to Nashville for Scott Wedgwood. And so that was their backup goalie. I'm not really sure who their starting is right now. But
I mean, it's supposed to be Georgiev. Well, it was supposed to be Georgiev. But he has been affectionately nicknamed Forgiev.
Yeah. That's a tough nickname. Yeah. It's a brutal nickname, right? Like, it's just, oh, man.
That was from the Steve Dangle podcast. He has been named Forgive.
Oh, God. That is a confidence-shattering nickname. Anyways, so Blackwood goes over, and I think a lot of Sharks fans especially could kind of see this coming. Everyone knew Colorado needed a goalie. They just cannot waste Rantanen, Makar, and McKinnon's, the prime of their careers, right?
Not to mention Devon Taves and all the rest, make Casey Middlestat. That's a stacked roster.
That offense and defense is far too stacked to let, just have this goalie letting in pumpkins all the time. Yeah. So it's just, everyone saw it coming. It's just unfortunate that it actually happened from an emotional standpoint, but from a business standpoint, I think it makes sense for both teams.
Initially, I think I was a little underwhelmed by what the San Jose Sharks got.
In what way?
Like, I feel like they should have gotten more.
How so?
1 second and 1 fifth feels a little low. I would have liked, a second and a third or something like that.
Got it.
And I understand a lot of fans wanted a first round pick for Blackwood, but after the trade, Greer came out and said the highest pick that's ever been traded for a goalie was a second round pick, and that was for Fleury and for
prime Fleury.
I don't know if it was prime Fleury, but it was Fleury and it was Robin Lehner.
Oh.
In those trades.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that trade.
There was a second involved. So he said getting a first was not going to happen for a goalie.
Unrealistic.
But also you had such a position of strength. Like, you knew Colorado was desperate. Yeah. Right?
But at the same time, they got Kovalenko, right? So
that being said, I had no hopes for Kovalenko. I was just like, all right, another warm body. Scored 3 assists tonight. Yeah. So I was like...
Recording this on Thursday, December 12th, the Sharks just beat St. Louis 4-3 in St. Louis. I did not see a 3-assist night coming from Kovalenko.
I mean, if we're going to get that, then we're winning this trade.
Apparently, there were rumors that Greer had eyes on Kovalenko for a while. I guess he joined the Avalanche this season, but the scouting staff had eyes on Kovalenko for a while. So I think this was kind of just one of those. I don't know. It seems like Greer his knowledge has been very under the radar. He's making moves that people are like, what the hell? But somehow it works out. They're panning out. Yeah. So at this point, I feel like I almost have to blindly trust this man.
Yeah, this is what I get for doubting Greer.
Yeah. I mean, hey, come on, man. He's let's be real. He's a better GM than he was a player. Yeah. let's be completely blunt here. But still, it's to our benefit for sure as Sharks fans. I think this is also, let's talk about the flip side, how this is really good for Colorado, because now your offense and defense isn't, tensing up every time the puck is in the defensive zone.
And Mackenzie Blackwood is not a world-beating goaltender, but he will steady your goaltending.
Right, and he just made 50+ saves against that Florida team. Yeah. That could have also been a Panthers blowout against the Sharks.
But he can turn it on for sure.
Yeah, so when you need him to step up, he will. Obviously, he hasn't played a game with the Avalanche as of this recording, but it is pretty remarkable that they just kind of tore out their not working goalie tandem and replaced it mid-season. Completely, yeah. I can't remember the last time this has happened, if ever.
A full goalie tandem change?
Yeah, just both of them gone mid-season.
It's usually one.
Yeah, it's not even January yet.
Yeah.
It's usually one, but yeah, there was definitely an issue. And now everyone feels a little bit more confident, I think, to make their move.
Do you think this is the tandem Colorado goes into the playoffs with, or do they make another move?
Goalie tandem?
Yeah.
It's got to be, right? you spent all this like player assets and picks and stuff to get these trades. Why would you go in with someone else?
What if someone better is available at the deadline?
I mean, they won a cup with Darcy Kemper. Do they need better?
I guess.
That's at that point, it's just
better to shore up somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean, if you're really that worried about it, if there's been like a, let's say, inconsistency from either of the goalies, and then sure.
But or I guess an injury.
Or an injury. Yeah, sure. But at that point, how much are you willing to give up to, I mean, I guess you're in win now mode, so you kind of are willing to give up anything. But I think this is the team that's kind of going into the playoffs. They might like swap out some pieces here and there in terms of forward or defense depth, but I don't see their goalies changing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we have to hope this is it for Colorado because you played your big move.
Yeah. I mean, everyone was talking about it. Like we were talking about it too. Like Colorado's not a contender if their goalie can't stop a beach ball.
Yeah.
They've got two goalies that can stop beach balls and pucks. So like, I think this is like a step in the right direction. This is the team they're going to the playoffs with, I would imagine, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. You're convincing me.
Yeah. I feel like things are, you just got to like figure out the chemistry. You just got to figure out how your teammates play and hope for the best. Maybe add to the deadline, but this is your team, Colorado.
All right. Coming back to San Jose real quick.
Yeah.
Does this mean we see more of goalie Yaroslav Askarov?
I don't know. I feel like the team is still not good. Let's be real. They're eons better than they were last year, but that's
they're not a playoff team.
They're not a playoff team, and I don't think they should go for the playoffs. I think maybe next year they could try to make that run. But that will be when Jan Ruda's off the books. Vlasic will be on his last year if they're even planning on going to the playoffs with him. The Georgiev contract will be gone. They can probably bring in Askarov full time next year and not completely shatter his confidence.
Yeah,
I think.
But that too, the AHL team, the Barracuda, are so hot right now.
Yeah, they're crushing.
Why mess with it?
Yeah, and Askarov himself is like he's been regularly putting up shutouts.
Yeah.
in the AHL, which is wild. I mean, I'm excited as a Sharks fan for him to come to the big leagues, but I don't. You don't want to wreck his confidence, right? You know what I mean? You don't want to put so much pressure on him. You'd rather have him kind of ease into the play or into the big leagues and become that full-time starter. So I think we'll see periodic appearances from Askarov this year. I don't think he's ready for the starter.
So we're not firing Georgiev into the sun.
No, I think they're just gonna. I'd be surprised if he had an NHL contract next year.
Yeah, next year,
unless there's a team that's really desperate. Yeah. I don't see us re-signing him.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to re-sign him. I meant between now and the end of the year, do we just
goodbye?
Yeah, buy him out or something.
An interesting theory I have heard about is if he all of a sudden gets hot in San Jose.
Yeah, and then you flip him at the deadline.
Like, can you imagine? Oh my God, I would never doubt anything Mike Grier does ever again. I mean, that's wishful thinking, but like, never say never, I guess.
Yeah.
So
flip him to New York as backup or something.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Yeah. That would be, I mean, never say never again. So,
all right, we'll see. Let us know your thoughts on the Colorado Avalanche and the San Jose Sharks in the comments below. What you think of this trade and what this means for both of those teams. If you like this episode, drop a like on it. Hit subscribe if you want more Glass Seats. We have multiple episodes out every week. See you in the next one. Peace.